Hey guys, Sasuke here, and today I'm joined with Sam D Sherman. Sam is quickly becoming one of the most well-known players in all of Riftbound, winning an RQ earlier in the year and now taking second place in Vancouver over the weekend. How you doing today, Sam?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm really excited to talk to you about Rengar, the deck that you got second place with. So I guess very quickly, let's just go over the battlefields and why you chose them.
So, uh, Arena's Greatest is one of the strongest battlefields in the game right now. If as long as you're a deck that's capable of putting on pressure and scoring early and often, I've definitely got the ability to do that. I mean, I'm playing a one drop in my deck and a billion two drops, and my legend ability lets me fight early over points very easily. So Arena's Great is pretty natural fit here. That goes in the going first battlefield. Then the Star Spring is a very natural fit for this deck. You have all these ambush units that you can play during showdowns at the Star Spring to help either save a unit from an uncomfortable situation, or especially with irresistible Fey Folk, it's a really strong play pattern to just send in the Fey Folk to the Star Spring, then slam down, you know, Nidalee or whatever. You save the Fey Folk, send it back to base, and then it's ready to pull something else next turn. And meanwhile, Nidalee munches whatever they had in their back line. You draw a card. Yeah, or it also works Apothecary or Inferna. They're all like pretty strong attackers early in the game. Um, so Star Spring, yeah, very natural fit here. I use that going second. Then the last one here is the Emperor's Dais. Uh, that is a pretty unique battlefield. I don't see it a lot, although I actually did face one in the top 8. But it does a few really nice things. So with Determined Sentry, Emperor's Dais uh, lets you bounce it, and then it's only one energy to replay, so that's pretty convenient. And with Pit Rookie, you get to make reuse the play effect of getting a buff, and same goes with Kinku Initiate. Those are both very nice units to bounce. And then also, I guess I should point out, when you make a Sand Soldier with Emperor's Dais, that counts as playing a unit, so it works with the Pride Stalker. Um, and then yeah, there's a few other things that are nice to pull back as well. Like if you conquer with Inferna and then Bouncer get a Sand Soldier, the Sand Soldier defends better than Inferna, and then you get another opportunity to attack with Inferna later, which is uh, yeah, highly preferable to just leaving Inferna as a one light defender on a battlefield. Um, and if you conquer with Pike, you can return him, and then you can reuse his hidden, which is when you have Pike hidden, that's worth 5 might. But when he's on the battlefield, it's only 2 might. So that's very nice. Yeah. So this deck makes excellent use of Emperor's Dais.
I think a lot of players wasn't really expecting to play around Pike, but I think with the Rengar synergy, having essentially a Teemo unit from that's also just very aggressive on top of which seems to make a lot of sense here. So besides, I guess Pike, is there any other unique picks that you felt like that had just really good synergies with Rengar, and just want to go over them very quickly with the main deck?
So Pit Rookie in particular is really strong here, because you get the +1 from the Rengar and the +1 from the Pit Rookie. So a lot of the times early in the game when you make a big play uh, of like just going over your opponent somehow, like for example, if you're going first, you play Fey Folk, they play a 3 in the back, and then you play Pit Rookie and another 2-drop. Your Fey Folk is a 4. You can just suck them up and murder their 3. It's really nice. Uh, and then Kinku Initiate works really well with Rengar Pride Stalker because it checks the 5 might total after, or like as the Kinku ability resolves, so you can stack it so that you resolve the Pride Stalker ability first. so that works really well. And then Grim Apothecary also has a nice weird trick you can do where the Grim Apothecary can bounce itself for some reason. So if you need a little extra +1, you can just throw the Apothecary down, pick it right back up, and give +1 to something with Bride Stalker.
Wow. Yeah, that's really powerful. I really appreciate you explaining that to us. So I guess last thing for us here, sideboard. The sideboard choices. A brief overview of which matchups it should go in without spilling too much beans. The sideboard.
Yeah, for in general, so I bet a lot of people know about the Bryn here Thrill of the Hunt combo. That's not really why he's here. He's mostly here to just play against Aurelia. Whenever you play Bryn here against Aurelia, they have to play a bunch of pump spells from their hand, and then you can just sit around and let their pump spells expire. Or if they don't play a bunch of stuff, you can maybe kill all their units, which is pretty nice. The auctions are mostly for Aurora, but you can use them against other, like they're pretty good against Azir too. I mean, it's fairly obvious what auction does. When your opponent has a nice gear, you want to steal it. Challenge and Sabotage, both are cards I have 2 copies of in the main deck. They're a little narrow compared to all the 3-ofs in the deck, but in the matchups where they're good, you want 3. So I have that as the ability to go up or down on those if I need to. And then Unyielding Spirit, I think is just a really powerful sideboard card, but it is extremely narrow. So I am kind of unwilling to ever play 2 copies of it. I like that against Aurora with the Elder Dragons and the Flurry of Blades that are worth blocking, and then some other decks will have big damage spells that you might want to counter, like a Singularity. So if you see a card like that, you can bring in Unyielding Spirit.
I got one last set of questions for you. These ones are just kind of fun ones, but so did you manage to see the Vendetta spoilers at all? And if so, which legend are you excited to see? Most excited.
I have not looked at any spoilers. I don't know anything about what's in the next set.
Oh no.
Not relevant to me at this moment. So yeah, I tend to just focus on the cards that are available to play with, and then when the next set comes out, I'll read all the cards and start building decks.
Okay. All right. Well, with that said here, I just wanted to give you a chance to shout out your Metafy, YouTube, or any of your handles. You have the floor.
Yeah, so you can find me at Sam D Sherman on all those platforms. I also want to plug my team, Aspirants Climb. We sponsored by NRG Series, so thank you for NRG for sponsoring us. And we post content on our YouTube, which is also Aspirants Climb RB, I believe. And then we have Twitter at the same handle, and we post guides on our Metafy as well. We posted a bunch of free guides after Atlanta, and this time I think we'll be posting some other free guides, and then I'll be posting a Rengar guide that will be for sale on that channel.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Sam. It was an absolute pleasure, and again, congratulations on the 2nd place finish in Vancouver. But with that, guys, we will send it out and see you in the next one.
Thanks a lot.